Voltaire made a great point hundreds of years ago that still resonates and has parallels to college athletics. It ultimately brings up the question, should NCAA athletes be paid? College athletes should not be paid. What kind of precedent are we teaching our young adults by bringing money into the picture? That what college athletics are more than just an extracurricular activity? These students come to college to experience the camaraderie of playing with their teammates, learning valuable life lessons, and earning a degree that can change their whole life around. Let's be honest, college athletes have a much greater chance of earning a degree than being able to play professionally at the next level. According to an NCAA report, in all sports but baseball, the chances of going from college to pro were less than 2%. In contrast, the likelihood of an NCAA athlete earning a college degree is significantly greater. Graduation success rates are 86% in Division I, 71% in Division II, and 87% in Division III schools. College athletes are students and at the universities to learn. Playing sports is a privilege and an honor, not a job. These athletes aren't employees and should not be focused on money, but instead on finishing college with a degree that can set them up for years of success and prosperity for the rest of their life. Many proponents to the payment of college athletes argue that college athletes already spend on average 40 hours per week lifting, going to team meetings and practices. They argue that these college athletes are quote-unquote full-time workers. However, they fail to notice that hundreds of thousands of other college students around the country are forced to work multiple jobs that often amount to over 40 hours per week just to pay tuition, let alone the hundreds of thousands of college students that are forced into debt due to student loans just to pay for their tuition. According to a Forbes report, Americans owe over $1.45 trillion in student loan debt, spread out among 44 million borrowers. In fact, the average class of 2016 graduate has $37,172 in student loan debt. Just imagine being one of millions of college students struggling to pay for textbooks, rent, or even food. Think of the countless sleepless nights not knowing how you're going to get through the next day. In contrast, athletes on scholarships are pampered and given many more privileges and in some aspects greater advantages than a regular college student. For example, athletes receive stipends for living expenses, receive unlimited meals, and are even given access to some of the most modern sports facilities. Let's not forget to mention the tutors and study groups that aid in focusing on their success in the classroom. Let's also not forget about the burden taken off the shoulders of the athletes with scholarships, with usually all to most of their tuition costs being paid in full. According to an article in The New Yorker, it costs over $57,180 to go to Duke University and even $24,942 to attend public universities such as the University of Cincinnati, and that only includes for 1 year. All in all, paying college athletes will take away from the true passion that all sports fans truly love to watch. The power of the passion of the game can't be shown through facts and statistics. Money only dilutes and corrupts the NCAA athletic system and truly takes away the love of the game.